Movement in Minecraft PvP is mandatory. Without it, you're predictable, you lack spacing and you lose momentum. But with all the possibilities that movement gives you, it can be hard to know how to actually use it to your advantage. So in this video, I'm going in depth on how to master movement and momentum in trades, explaining angles, distancing, and how to adapt to any playstyle so you can get the edge over your opponent. If you find this video helpful, make sure to subscribe. And also, if this video reaches 500 likes, I will upload another tutorial next week. Being predictable in fights is one of the worst things you can do, so let's fix that. The first step is finding a strafe style that fits your hotkeys, your playstyle, and the type of player you're fighting. But what exactly is a strafe style? It's the intentional use of left and right movement to create a pattern that makes you harder to hit, while helping you line up cleaner hits. Strafing angles are huge in PvP, and they tie directly into momentum. The longer you strafe, the harder it usually is for your opponent to hit you. But if you strafe too wide, you kill your momentum completely and end up getting comboed. That's why mixing in W or S taps to regulate your strafes is key. Here, I long strafed into a trade. My opponent stopped their momentum, which let me get close and perform a clean hit select. Most people only move left or right. If someone is sprint spamming into you, a quick S tap keeps spacing and lets you time your hit instead of trading brainlessly. Just be careful not to full walk backwards when you're about to get hit, because you'll instantly get comboed. There are a ton of strafe styles, but here are some of the most effective. Last second. Strafe in at a 45-degree angle, then change the direction right before getting hit. Small change. Strafe one way, and then switch just for a split second mid-strafe, then switch back. Switcher. Quickly changing directions. This can really throw people off, but don't do it too fast. The sudden change briefly kills your momentum. Momentum fades are when you purposely let your sprint momentum die to reset spacing or mess with your opponent's timing. Normally, you're always sprinting forward or strafing at full speed. But if you suddenly stop sprinting for half a second, your opponent's hits will whiff because they're swinging where you should be, not where you actually are. The trick is not to overdo it. It is pretty predictable, and also standing still for too long, you'll just get comboed. But used at the right time, a momentum fade forces a miss and gives you the opening to reset or win the trade. The best players don't stick to one movement style, they consistently switch things up. Practice chaining different strafes, mix in momentum fades, and make sure you're unpredictable. The goal is to make your opponent's hits inefficient, not to avoid every single hit. Hit selecting is a little different from fading momentum. I covered it fully in my last video, but to put it simply, by hitting second, you can carry more momentum into a trade, which lets you start a combo. So, how do you counter predictable players? Against straight liners, use diagonal long strafes, S taps, or momentum fades. Against heavy strafe abusers, use short, controlled strafes that carry more momentum into your hits. You can also break momentum with utilities, snowballs, bows, or even blocks. By placing a block or snowballing them, you can gain a momentum advantage over them. Being predictable. Repeating the same strafe pattern 2 or 3 times in a row makes you easy to read if your opponent catches on, and you'll lose the trade every time. So, always keep your momentum in mind, stay unpredictable, and avoid these bad habits. I'll make a full video on ping later, but here's the quick version. On high ping, straight lining is usually better. Strafing too much makes you miss hits, but going straight means you hold momentum longer.
It is also recommended to hit select on a high ping. Because you take your knockback a little bit later, it really helps that you hit select because you can be closer to your opponent. Anyway, that's going to wrap up this video. I'm going to be doing a lot more on ping in the next video. But anyway, watch this video right here. It tells you how to take no knockback in Minecraft PvP.